You're listening to the Claret and Big Blue podcast on the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network.
Damn, Daniel.
Over the middle, touchdown Giants.
Taken away by Wicks. Oh, it's glorious!
It's Pettis to Jones. Oh, what a catch by Daniel Jones!
Cleared as far as Saeed Ben Rama.
And we are live.
We'll do it live.
Almost forgot to touch the button then. Welcome everyone to Claret and Big Blue, probably the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Giants. That's right, football and football. Balls for everyone's taste. I am Mike Fish and I am joined as always by the king of the rodeo himself. It's Mr. Alex Middleton. Alex, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man? I'm doing swell. Swell.
Did you enjoy the treat of soccer that we had just before the show of Middlesbrough beating Tottenham Hotspur?
I did. I actually bet on Tottenham, and like in the way I looked at it, I was like, if Tottenham wins, I make money. If Tottenham doesn't win, then I paid for Tottenham to lose, and I'm down to do that. So they lost to fucking Middlesbrough, and I was pretty stoked about that.
You took one for the team. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
appreciate
big of me.
What have you been up to, man? What have you been up to in the last 7 days? The first 7 days of the new year of your life.
Oh yeah, of the Chinese New Year, I think.
Or since your birthday.
Actually, no, that's been going on. But I did a very Texan thing. I went to the rodeo cook-off this weekend, which you guys up in New York probably don't understand how we do it down here in Texas. We have a rodeo, and it is the biggest one in the world, and they have a giant barbecue cook-off where people drink and hang out and eat barbecue before the rodeo starts, and that's what I did. And I am not a member of any rodeo committee, but even a bum like me can sometimes get some passes, and that's what we did. I had a good buddy of mine, Chris Edge, shout out to him at Scoundrels Barbecue. Chris, he's in the Bayou Ironworks West Ham group that I watch games with, and he was the lead cook on a team, and he was in charge of the chicken that we had, and the chicken was dope. I mean, the ribs, the brisket was awesome. Beans, some barbecue beans, can't go wrong with those. But yeah, it was a good weekend for being Texan.
So educate me, what actually happens? I know of a rodeo, but what actually happens at a rodeo?
Rodeo, like the actual competition, it's like a giant, like a rodeo championship competition. That like bull riding, bull riding, calf roping, barrel racing, all kinds of stuff like that goes down. There's like livestock shows where people, like kids, like have raised livestock all year and they auction them off. And then there's like the big part, it is the music, and like I think Cody Johnson kicked things off yesterday. George Strait's going to be there, so that's pretty big. Emma's going tomorrow. You're seeing Tim McGraw.
What?
Tim McGraw from The Blind Side. She's going to see him tomorrow.
That's the only name I recognize.
Ricky Martin's going to be at it.
Wait, Ricky Martin.
The Ricky Martin.
Hold on. Living La Vida Loca.
Oh, as in Living La Vida Loca. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just give you the Houston Rodeo lineup. Because
I was kind of
joke. This is a fucking pretty big deal. Like when there's like rodeo, oh dude, rodeo lineups are out, guys. And everybody's like,
I was just being polite asking you about it, but now Ricky Martin's involved. I'm kind of intrigued as to what the hell is.
Bun B, the rapper, Parker McCollum, Dirks Bentley, Gwen Stefani, Chris Stapleton, Marshmello. Brad Paisley, George Strait closing things down. Wait, no, he's not. He's not closing things down.
There's
we
still
also
more.
Have Keith Urban. Oh, no, Keith Urban's tonight, actually. No, George Strait does close things down March 20th. But like Luke Bryan, Los Tucanes de Tijuana, John Party.
I don't want to be I don't want to be that guy that judges a book by its cover, but for some reason, I always think the kind of clientele that goes to a rodeo, are they looking forward to seeing Marshmallow?
Well, that's how they draw people in, man. Like, it's a whole carnival you can go to outside of Energy Stadium where the Texans play. Like, you can go to this carnival and play carnival games. Like, that was a big thing. If in high school, if you knew somebody whose parents were on the rodeo committee, they could get a shit ton of tickets. And like, so on spring break, they'd be like, yeah, you can go to rodeo, and like you could just go to the carnival and play carnival games and ride rides for like an afternoon.
Is it a big
and then,
touristy
like,
thing? I imagine that.
yeah, I mean, like it's cool, man.
Like if I was in
it's not
town,
just
I
for
joke,
being-
I'd want to go.
It's not just for like being like I don't go every year, but it's cool to like just see the corn dogs and like funnel cakes and shit like that. You can get all that, and then you get to see actual like professional rodeo people do stuff where the Texans play, and then you get to watch a concert after that. So it's like a whole like event, but it's a pretty fun little thing.
Did you
I've
make
never
it to
been
the
like.
end?
Yeah, you usually make it to the end.
Because if you went to cook-off when you was drinking, and then there was the rodeo, and then
Oh
was
no,
music,
that wasn't this weekend. Like just the cook-off was this weekend. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, everybody has these big tents. Like companies will pay for giant tents and all kinds of stuff, and like barbecue teams buy tents, and then you can go and you either pay to get into the tent or somebody gives you a pass to get into the tent, and you can do the carnival beforehand, but you can go and like eat barbecue and drink and hang out and like. People like all the rodeo stuff is for charity. Like it's all for like raising money for kids to go to college and stuff like that. And it's buying steer and all kinds of like livestock and stuff. There's a bunch that goes into it. And it's like all these people are celebrating. And then I'm just the bum that's like, I got rodeo cook-off passes. I'm going to go fucking drink your beer. Thanks, guys.
yay, charity, but where's the bar?
And eat your food. I mean, I'm team charity. Nobody likes charity more than me. But I am not on a rodeo committee.
Not yet. Anyway.
Not yet. We need to start a Claret McBlue rodeo committee. You need to move down to Texas. We'll start our own rodeo committee.
For those joining us live, Alex O, shout out to Alex O joining us once again. They fry everything in the rodeo, he says.
They do. They do.
What, even the brisket and the beans?
I mean, not the
Surely
brisket, but like you get all your fried carnival foods.
So I'm not a big fan of fried food too much.
Well, that's because you're British, dude, and you're just used to like mushy peas and like,
Well, I like
fried.
fried-
You love fried fish.
Fried
That's your jam, dude.
yeah, but not
What, you want it's not shepherd's pie enough
Sausages.
for you?
or whatever, corn dogs.
You want like blood sausage and
Oh no, I never. I
Yeah,
could never get into that. I think
yeah,
that's why I had to
sure.
leave the country because I couldn't eat blood sausage, so they deported me. That's why I'm here.
I
in
mean,
America.
it's not healthy for you, a lot of the rodeo food, but it's dope. They had like foot-long corn dogs, dude. I didn't personally eat one, but just when you pass by, you get those smells, carnival smells, dude. There's nothing better.
Could be like
Cotton candy.
romantic, like was it the Lady and the Tramp? Like you and Emma could like have a foot long, and then you start at each end, and you eventually meet in the middle. Very romantic.
Yeah, we could eat like Lady and the Tramp at the rodeo, Emma, but you're not taking me to Tim McGraw. She got invited. She's not ignoring me.
Tim McGraw. Shout out to Tim. Let's.
And that's your rodeo update on Claret Big Blue podcast.
the second best coverage of the rodeo behind the Rob Ryan show, obviously.
I like that Alex O is just in the chat, just posting.
Just
This is
listing.
also things available at the rodeo. 'Cause
Fried
they are.
bacon,
He's not lying.
fried cheesecake, fried Oreos. You leave my dog out of this, Alex.
Whoa,
Yes.
we would never fry Oreo.
No, we're a very pet-friendly podcast. Kurt. Anyway, let's talk about Giants real quick. A couple of news, obviously, off-season. Everyone's talking about their mock drafts, and everyone's mocking the mock drafts. But a couple of news items, that, I guess, rumors. Daniel Jones is... I mean, everyone's kind of kicking up a fuss, I guess, because they need clicks and they need views because there's nothing else going on. But everyone's talking about Daniel Jones' fifth-year contract not being picked up, or at least the option not being triggered. Is that much of a surprise? Because I'm pretty sure that's what we've been talking about for
I
weeks
feel
now.
like they've expected that, yeah, and they're going to go into this season and just try Daniel Jones out, see how he is. Maybe, is he going to be your franchise quarterback or not? This is you get a new coach, new GM, they're going to get a trial run with you.
And I'm pretty sure unless Daniel Jones suddenly switches on and we go undefeated the entire season, I think,
Which is possible, very possible.
which is possible, but I think we're going to be safe to pick him up at the end of this year, regardless if we want to.
I believe
So I don't think it's that big of a deal. So you mentioned something, because I didn't see this. Rumors, or at least speculation, that Giants are open to trading Saquon Barkley. Tell us more.
It's just saying. Well, they're at the combine this week, and Joe Shane is the new GM, and they were asking him about possibly trading, and he said he's definitely open to taking phone calls for Saquon Barkley. That doesn't mean that he's moving him or that he's doing that. He's like, I'm taking phone calls for whatever you got. Like, give us a call. We'll discuss. I mean, there's people that they're not going to move, but Saquon Barkley, I don't know. I am of the minds that, like, I'm okay if you trade Saquon if you get a good enough return, and I can also see, like, let's ride it back one more year. Like, this is the first time that they'll have like a competent GM and head coaching combination ever.
That's pretty sweet.
And like maybe it doesn't work, and then Saquon, okay, we let him go. He's gone after this year. I mean, unless somebody's like down to give us a couple first rounders and stuff like that, and some other stuff for Saquon, then okay. But I don't really know what the return is for a running back that's had an injury prone history. I think Saquon's value I don't think is as high as it could be. If somebody wants to overpay, absolutely let them do that. But right now, like, I'm down for him to take calls. Wait for the right decision. I think that Shane's not going to make a stupid move his first year, like just like this. I think he's being very calculated with what he's going to do. So if you engage enough interest that somebody wants to move for Saquon, do it. And if not, then ride it out with Daniel and Saquon for a year and see what they look like with an actual coaching staff and GM combination.
Yeah, I don't think, unless there's a team out there that's desperate for a running back, like desperate. I think, his injury history is, it's not what we're going to get in play. It's going to improve us more than he would. It's not like we're going to get, if it's draft picks, we're not going to get a high first round pick for him. So
yeah,
I don't think it's anything. I think it's just people talking. Because from what you're saying, what you said, it's not like it's imminent. He's just kind of like, hey, yeah, sure.
He's like, I'm not taking phone calls. I'm down to discuss whatever you guys want. Is it going to happen? Maybe not. I'll listen. You can offer anything,
It's like the Declan Rice situation. No, we're not going to sell him, but hey, if you want to offer us 150 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Like, okay, we'll discuss.
Alex, in the live chat, Alex has to lift the Murray curse if he goes to the Giants. Who is this? Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray won't go to the Giants. Don't worry. He's not going to the Giants. We're good.
I like that. Was he the one that gave out that press release through his agent about Harris? I had to chuckle about that, where how he started off by saying he wants to be talk straight, no middleman, but he released that through his agent. He didn't release it directly. Like, I want to be direct, but I'm not going to be direct in saying that I want to be direct.
I'm also going to do all this weird. I'm also going to do like this weird shit where I delete all my Cardinals stuff on Instagram and all this stuff. And
that'll show
that's
him.
me being direct. It's me being direct.
Like as if the Cardinals are going to go, no, I don't think we should pay him the money. Whoa, he just deleted all of his Instagram stuff?
Well,
oh my God, quick, get the checkbook.
Yeah. Just petty wars.
It's very petty. Very petty.
We won't, we're not kidding, Tyler. We're not going to lift that curse.
No. Reverse psychology.
It's true.
I mean, it could work, but I mean, what's he got to lose, I guess? Anyway, anything else? I think that's pretty much Giants talk.
Giants talk this week, yeah.
God, I can't wait. When does the USFL kick off? Is that soon?
April 16th.
Oh, Jesus, like another 6 weeks.
Yeah, we got some time. Just when you start to miss it.
I miss it already. But there you go. Are you gonna drink? Are you gonna give it? Are you gonna be a watcher, or do you think I'll just give it like a first week and see how it is?
I'll definitely tune in. I'll see. I'm not gonna be as invested as I was in the XFL, but if we don't have baseball by then I'll definitely be invested.
Because I mean, with the XFL, you was like invested.
I was a part owner. Yeah.
You was a part owner. How's talks going for the return? Are you heavily involved in that?
It's coming back. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there, buddy.
So how does that work? Because obviously this is like the. Did you invest in the first iteration of the XFL or the second?
The second iteration.
Okay, and so does your ownership roll
Reviving
over?
the second season tickets? Yeah, I think they should. Like, I just have to buy them again.
Wait, is that how you counted your part ownership?
Yeah, absolutely.
You had assists.
It's part parentheses season ticket owner.
Oh, I thought he was like.
Oh no, it was just like a
like
bit,
where he'd actually invested.
Everybody would just be like, "Alex is an owner," and then people just started believing it, and I was like, "Absolutely, yes, I am definitely an owner."
Well, I mean, you've invested money in the team, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm part owner, part season ticket owner.
In return, you get gifted a ticket to every game because
I owned that ticket, which was part of the team.
Well, there you go.
Small part.
Blown your spot now. My bad.
So much for baseball.
So much for baseball. All right, before we get into West Ham talk, give us a quick update. What's going on with baseball? Is it all over money? What's going on?
It's all over money. It's not happening.
Wankers. Because what spring
wankers?
Because spring training should have started already, right?
Yeah, it should have started like 2 weeks ago, I think, or last week.
I remember that because funny story. You know the old pandemic. That's funny. That was funny.
I forgot about it.
I went for a beer with my buddy. We met up, grabbed a drink, and we found this like new bar that was kind of like in the middle ground between us, and we like announced, "This is a fantastic bar. It's equal distance between us. This should be our new spot. We'll meet up here every week from now on." And then the world shut down. But I remember him watching spring training on the TV and getting all excited, and then it all went to shit.
Yeah.
We can all laugh about it now. Look back on it. But there you go. But no, baseball will find any reason not to play.
Yeah,
Lazy
baseball's
bastards.
just fucking themselves, so whatever.
Because that's like on the tier system, that's like everyone's kind of like, oh, baseball, okay. It's a shame, but whatever. It's not like the NFL. If that happened to the NFL, people would lose their mind.
Yeah, because the NFL's cooler, dude.
Where do you reckon it is? Do you reckon it's football? Do you reckon what? Do you reckon
basketball,
over?
then baseball, then hockey would probably be what I would rank it. So it's like the third most popular sport, but no, because Alex says just like Mike, how like Mike went to one Giants game last year, it doesn't make it, or it makes it an owner. No, you have to own the season ticket. I had the season ticket, therefore it was like same seat every time. You'd have to have a season ticket. Then you can say you're part owner.
I'm just
not just anybody can be a part owner of a team, dude.
No. Plus, I hardly paid anything for that ticket, so my contribution to the Giants organization.
Medium Pepsi.
No, I did. I bought. No, actually, no, I didn't even buy beer. My buddy did. So there you go. So I'm a sham. Sham. Anyway, let's talk about more fun things. It's now time for
Hammer time.
We actually have a win to talk about. West Ham. Oh yeah, I forgot this one as well. West Ham.
Guys, boys are back in town.
Back in town, baby. How much fun was that? It wasn't a super exciting game. It was 1-0 against Wolves, but
it's not a fun game at all. It was a really shitty game. Like the first half was boring as fuck. I thought the first half just was terrible, and then we had a little breakdown in their defense and capitalized on it. But man, we had a lot of opportunities we could have capitalized on, and like we were just kind of walking around. It felt like.
I think judging on a curve compared to how it has been the last 3 or 4 games, I thought this was an awesome performance. I was so hyped.
I mean, it was 1-0 against Wolves, so I'm not going to get too excited about that.
What?
We could have beat them by more too, man. I don't know. This team just, it seems like we don't have that extra help offensively. Antonio kind of just, kind of hanging around, just doing whatever. He made that sick pass.
He got an assist.
When's he going to score again? Let's get some more. Let's get some more goals, Antonio.
He came close. Kurt Zuma fucked it up for him. Do you remember that? Was it in the first half where Antonio was about to smash it in from 2 yards out, and then Zuma decided to head it away from him. But no, I mean, I thought it was a good result because if roles were reversed, if they'd won 1-0, they'd have gone ahead of us, and we'd have been far down the European table. So I'm very happy with it. Soucek, I thought, played well. I thought this is his best game in 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, on his birthday. Pretty sick.
On his birthday, with his granddad watching in the crowds. Grandpapa. Although, did you see he pointed to him after he scored, and he was pointing all the way up, so he obviously didn't get his grandpapa good seats. He didn't want to splurge.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, just do it like the olden days. Nothing special."
Yeah. What's the cheapest ticket you've got?
Yeah.
We'll have to take it out your wages. Ooh. No, he doesn't have to be front row.
Just give him a free one.
I mean, he's old. He can't see anyway. It doesn't matter where he fucking sits. But just tell him it's the front row. Anything? Ben Rama. That was an interesting one. I made a joke about it on Twitter that how he was upset that he got subbed off. I just joked that David Moyes promised him that he would never do it again, so he just didn't play him. Technicality. What was up?
I think they were just changing it up. I have no idea. Like, they kind of needed to change it up a little bit after what we had seen. And I think that maybe that was just what Moyes was trying out there. I don't know. I think that we'll see Ben Rama back in the lineup before too long. It was just we were trying to shift the squad and move it around a little bit. And we have a weird stretch of games. You know, we have FA Cup, we have Europa, we've got Liverpool, we got all of that like within the next 3 games. So I think that, you know, maybe you're also trying to think about how you're setting the different squads going forward. Like, are you looking games ahead right now? Be like, okay, well, maybe we rest Ben Rama today. We can use Ben Rama against Southampton. He'll be fresh, and then we can go. Like, I don't know. Is that maybe what he's trying to do? Is just managing the squad like that?
Maybe. I'm not gonna we're not gonna get into the situation, but in hindsight, I'm upset we didn't draw Spartak Moscow, because then we'd have just been through to the next round. That'd have been pretty sweet.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they got kicked out. So RB Leipzig get to go through to the next round, I guess.
That's tight.
Lucky them, bastards. Alex. Oh, I thought we were gonna see how many things can Alex name. Yeah, next week when I think of something. It was fun game to come up with, but then it's like I have to come up with something at least topical with the podcast. And
yeah, like, I get it.
It's kind of like, I can't just say, you know, hey, name as many Halloween costumes. It's like, what? What does that mean? Go.
Count as many numbers as you can.
Write that one down, actually. Yes, so anything before we talk about the next couple of games we've got coming up? Anything else? Did anything else stand out to you against Wolves, or was you pretty much just bored?
And we needed that win, and I would like it to be a little bit better than 1-0, but I'll take 1-0. Right now, it looks like we're 5th in the table with Arsenal, Tottenham, Wolves, and Southampton has some games in hand. I guess
think now Tottenham and Arsenal are
like
the only 2 teams that can catch us up with their games in hand.
Okay, how many games do we have left? Shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We've got
league
11
games
games.
left.
No, we have 11 games left.
I guess not including
It's coming to the end. It's gone quickly this year.
It's fast.
What I will say, even though it wasn't a very exciting, aggressive performance, I will say that it was nice. I mean, I don't know if you felt differently, but at no point did I feel like, they're going to come back. It was
right after we scored, they almost evened it up, and I was
right. Really they had the chances, but you know,
other than that,
I was pretty relaxed.
We played pretty decently defensively. Fabianski had some saves that I was pretty happy with. So,
and Zuma played very well. I'll give him his credit.
Got booed. Yeah.
I think at that point that's going to carry on for a little while. It's just going to be.
Who gives a shit? Just
going to be
keep playing well, and it'll go away.
I think it's because everyone's kind of not forgetting it, but I think it's just a case of now. It's just every now and again. It's like, hey, just remember, we remember that shit. Anyway, carry on. Don't forget. The streets don't forget.
No, they don't.
And then coming up tomorrow, if you're watching this live or listening to this on Tuesday, we've got Southampton in the FA Cup. This is what I mean. I laughed at Tottenham for going out, but I didn't want to go in full force just in case.
Right.
Because we have Southampton tomorrow. How do you see? Because I mean, they're on good form in the Premier League. They in the last 5 games, won 3, drew 2. They're looking good.
They're sitting 9th right now on the table.
But in a weird way, I'm kind of happy that we're playing a team in form because, especially when it comes to the cups, that's how we play well. We play well when we play the teams that are playing well, rather than the teams no one's ever heard of.
Are we gonna take Southampton seriously? Like, I mean, I feel like it's got to be a Premier League team like Leeds, where we may like just eke this one out, but
like Everton. I don't know. No, Bournemouth. Sorry, wait, no, it is Everton. Everton have got Boreham Wood on Thursday. I would have been shitting myself if we had Boreham Wood.
Yeah, right. I don't want that
because that's never going to get in well. But yeah, Southampton. Do you see? So we was talking a little bit off air. So we've got in the next 9 days, we've got FA Cup against Southampton, then Liverpool in the Premier League, and then Sevilla in the Europa League. What would you do, but judged on what you've seen in the last year and a half from David, do you think he's going to go strong for all 3 games? Do you think he's going to sacrifice maybe what I thought the league, which is just cause Liverpool are going to probably beat us, so fuck it, and then focus on the 2 cup games?
I mean, we need the league wins, though. Like, that's the thing. I mean, that's the tough spot that we're in right now. Like, it's almost like, do we go all in on FA Cup? We have the opportunity to go all in on all 3, honestly, right now. We're at a weird spot where, like, I'm happy. It's a good spot to be in, where it's like we can't really take any of these games lightly because you don't want to fuck up an FA Cup run if you're going to be out in Europa League. You don't want to fuck up a possible Europe spot because you don't take a game against Liverpool seriously. I don't know. I don't think we're going to beat Liverpool, but I think we're going to give them a pretty good shot. I don't think you sacrifice the Liverpool game. I really think you just tell these guys, like, suck it the fuck up and go out there and play. Like, you guys wanted to play European football. What we're going to do here is we're going to go and we're going to beat the shit out of Southampton, and then we're going to go and fuck up Liverpool, and then we're going to take it to Sevilla for one leg right now. So, like, I don't know. We don't have a lot of depth, which makes it very difficult to move around this squad.
It's not like we can change. Maybe like Ben Rama plays on Saturday tomorrow against Southampton.
I think Vlasic probably starts against Southampton.
Areola,
yeah. I mean, I don't ever understand, like, goalies don't really get, like,
you don't need to rest the goalkeeper.
Worn down, you know. Like I understand. Like, Areola is a good keeper, so you want to, like, get him some play time. But, like, a lot of times, it's like, why do you guys do this? Just like, the keeper's going to be okay. I don't think keepers are exhausted. They're not running around 50 miles a game unless you're Loris on Tottenham and you're trying to go out to midfield and stop a guy. But
that was like one of those FIFA things where you just press the button and the goalkeeper just runs.
Like, what happened? Yeah, because it almost went really badly for him. And I guess he was just saying it was that or lose anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I don't know. I really think, like, if you're going to sacrifice a game, it's going to be the Southampton game tomorrow. But I feel like, you know, you're going to have a bunch of guys that are trying to win that. Who else is in the draw? Bournemouth.
So, teams
Everton, Nottingham,
through.
Huddersfield, Middlesbrough went through, Southampton, West Ham, Norwich, Liverpool.
So yeah,
so Liverpool's probably got a game too. I guess they just have more depth. So what Liverpool's probably gonna do is not give a shit. Liverpool's gonna be at full strength.
So Man City, Crystal Palace, and Middlesbrough are through to the quarterfinals. Then you're probably gonna get Chelsea beating Luton, probably. Liverpool beating Norwich, probably. I imagine Everton are going to beat Boreham Wood.
Probably.
Then Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield, that's a toss-up. I don't know about that. But, I mean, even if we win, we're probably going to get Man City, Liverpool, or Chelsea in the next round. We always get the shitty end of the stick.
So if you had to sacrifice anything, I think you sacrifice the FA Cup because I really want to go far in UEFA, or in Europa, I mean, and I really want to qualify again for Europe in the Premier League. So I think prioritize the Premier League, obviously, and then Europa League. Like, if you have to pick one, I mean, obviously it'd be nice to continue in the FA Cup, but I think you just got to go with, if you have to have a shortened squad, I think you go with the Southampton game tomorrow.
I mean, looking at the Europa League, if we were to get able to get past Sevilla, I mean, there's a lot of good sides, obviously, but realistically, the
Barcelona
only is Barcelona. That's who we have to worry about. So I think looking at the other teams, we could beat them. We can beat Braga. We can beat Rangers, etc. Other teams that are in the cup. So yeah, it'd be nice. Hopefully we get a good run of that. I just want to see us play Barcelona. That'd be super exciting.
Atalanta. Oh, no, they're out, aren't they?
No, they're playing Leverkusen.
No.
Leverkusen. So that's next Thursday.
Yeah.
So we can go into more depth of that. And hopefully we're talking about 2 wins because we're going to beat Southampton and hopefully beat Liverpool as well. Yeah. So that's to look forward to. So tomorrow, FA Cup, it's always tough to predict, but I could see us winning this. I think it's going to be like maybe 2-1. It's going to be close. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be stressful. Maybe even go to extra time. I just hope it doesn't go to penalties because I hate penalties with a passion. What about you? What are you thinking?
I feel like a good penalties, or I think we lose. I don't know. I don't feel like we're going to give it our best squad now. Like, looking ahead, we have like that is our easiest match between Liverpool, Sevilla, Tottenham in the next 2 weeks. Like, you got to be full strength for all of those.
And we've got to strike while the iron's hot. We've got to beat Tottenham. That'd be nice. Since they're playing
great.
shite.
And they'd cancel out one of their games in hand, so that'd be ideal.
Did you watch the Carabao Cup final?
Not 1 second of it.
Because that went to penalties, and I don't know what it is about penalty shoot. Like Chelsea Liverpool, I had no dog in the fight. I didn't care who won, but I was a nervous wreck watching them. I don't get it. So even worse when West Ham are doing it. So hopefully that you're wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham, and you're gonna go penalty shootout, win or loss.
It's like 1-0. It'll be 1-0 Southampton probably.
Make sure you put money on that.
Maybe. Yeah, I will. Good idea.
Even if it's just like $1, technically it's money on it. And then Liverpool at the weekend at Anfield.
Probably like 2-1 Liverpool, I would imagine. I don't think we're going to win that either.
Yeah, I might even go 3-1 Liverpool.
They just seem like they're kind of playing pretty well right now.
They're not a bad side. They're not a bad side. All right. Well, I think that can wrap it up for another shortened episode since there's nothing else to talk about. Giants letting the side down again. Not giving us anything good to talk about. Coming up, obviously, this week, you got more to enjoy from myself and Alex. So once you've listened to this, if you're not listening to it live, you're listening to this on demand, probably there's more podcasts for you to listen to, including an episode of Past the Gravy tomorrow. What have the good folks in the Gravy Gang got to look forward to?
We're going to talk a little bit more about the Houston Rodeo and a little bit about Mardi Gras and lentils. Welcome back, lentils. We're going to respect women. That's what we always do on the podcast. And we're going to talk some more about the baseball lockout, I'm sure. And then I've got some ideas that I want to throw past the boys and see what they got to say. So pretty fun little episode at Pass Gray Pod on Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow along, and then like our Facebook page. What do we got on Waffle Box? Yeah, Mike. Shout out to Mike for wearing an awesome Pass the Gravy shirt designed by my wonderful fiance.
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 Coming this week on Waffle Box, we're going to be reviewing Studio 666, starring the Foo Fighters. Then we're going to dive into a money-making scheme where you can sniff dog shit, make some money. I'm going to go into that a little bit. How safe are your passwords? Dumb World Records is a new feature that we're going to add. And then obviously ending our episode on the Feel Good. Feel good factor. And plus, it's going to be a lot more noisier because, as I was saying to Alex before we went live, I finally discovered how we can play jingles through Zoom and recording, so I haven't got to edit them in because I'm far too lazy. So I'm going to do them live, and it's going to be super annoying for Kush.
Nice.
But I'm going to have fun, and that's the main
Nice.
thing. So yeah, check that out at WaffleboxPod on Twitter and Instagram, at Pass the Gravy on Twitter and Instagram. Check those out. New episode comes out early in the day for Wafflebox, so you can get Wafflebox in first, and then later
Very
in the
important.
afternoon, enjoy it past the gravy. And it almost quite works because waffles is something you have first, and then gravy afterwards.
Waffles and gravy. Yeah, it's perfect.
Works out.
Let's start your day with some waffles. Finish it up with the gravy.
And if you want to hear more about waffles, listen to Past the Gravy from, was it 2 weeks ago, where Pat was talking about his waffle challenge.
The waffle bet.
You can hear him eat a waffle live on the
Loved it.
podcast. It's
Loved
pretty
it.
intense. So yeah, and Alex, nice popsicle mic. Sorry,
PassGameMerch.com.
my zipper was undone, obviously. Penis joke. Anyway, what a way to end the show. So yeah, thanks for joining us. If you are watching us on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or Spotify, thanks if you are listening to us on other platforms. Make sure, like I say, hit us up at CBB Pod. If you want to support the show, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and all that bollocks. And if you want to buy a cool t-shirt or a mug, go to merch.cbbpod.com. But until next time, as always, don't forget,
Seahorses forever.
see you next Tuesday.
Hey, let's go to Peyton. He's going to break down that touchdown.
Can't hear shit.
Never mind.